Employment in the UK is at a record high, more than 34 million.
What delicious parliamentary theatre we've witnessed today, where the government's minister has performed the truly Olympic-level mental gymnastics of celebrating record employment, whilst simultaneously admitting that actual job vacancies are plummeting faster than Liz Truss's credibility. Watch the video, and before you start, if you haven't yet, hit like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay updated, and drop your thoughts below. Let's hold the government accountable.
My Lords, since the Chancellor announced the £25 billion hike in employers' national insurance, we have seen the number of people on PAYE payroll fall in 7 of the last 8 months, vacancies, especially for SMEs, declining every single month, and most worrying of all, GDP per capita and labour productivity both falling. So can I ask the Minister how much more evidence the government needs before facing up to the fact that raising NICs is not only damaging the employment prospects of the so-called working person, but has effectively destroyed that much vaunted mission of delivering the fastest rate of economic growth in the G7?
Well, my Lords, I appreciate what the noble Lord says, but I would say to him that employment in the UK is at a record high, more than 34 million in March to May 2025. The number of jobs in the economy is at a record high. There's a record number of women in employment. The proportion of 16 to 24-year-olds that are NEETs has fallen on the quarter and indeed on the whole year. My Lords, we are fixing the damage that the party opposite did to our economy, and we intend to continue that journey.
My Lords, feedback from the latest quarterly ONS survey, vacancy survey, that is April to June, suggests that some firms may not be recruiting new workers or replacing workers who have left, and growth decreased in 14 out of the 18 industry sectors. So it is alarming that the largest decrease in vacancies was actually in the construction sector, 31.9%, falling by 14,000 on the quarter. So the noble Lord, the Minister, talks about growth, but when is it going to start? And when is house building going to start in earnest, as the 1.5 million houses to be built by 2029 looks like a distant dream?
Well, the noble Lord will be aware that in March the government announced the response for a new construction skills mission board. Now that's already met, and this will help to ensure employers are able to work collaboratively to secure the workforce they need to meet future demand, and indeed build the houses that we so desperately need. We are working very closely as a department with MHCLG and across government to support the delivery of the government's commitment to build 1.5 million homes this Parliament. This is and I should add as well that we are introducing foundation apprenticeships, which will be underpinned by an employer incentive payment to contribute to the extra cost of supporting someone at the beginning of their career. So whether it's for young people going into the workforce, into construction, or indeed the delivery of the housing we need, we have a plan and we're working to it.
Let's savour this exquisite contradiction. On one hand, we've got Chancellor Reeves slapping employers with a £25 billion national insurance hike, because nothing says hire more people quite like making employment more expensive. And shock of all shocks, payrolls have been falling for 7 of the past 8 months. Who could have possibly predicted that making something cost more would result in people buying less of it? Revolutionary economic theory, that. But fear not, dear viewers, because the minister assures us they're fixing the damage left by the previous government. Yes, that's right. They're fixing it by watching GDP per capita fall and labour productivity nosedive. It's rather like claiming you're fixing a leaky roof by adding more holes, isn't it? The crown jewel of today's performance? Defending those mythical 1.5 million new homes by announcing a construction skills mission board. Because when construction vacancies have crashed by 31.9% in a single quarter, clearly what we need is another committee. Nothing builds houses quite like a good meeting, after all. Labour's economic plan appears to be working perfectly, if the goal was to create the fastest shrinking economy in the G7. Don't forget to like this video if you're tired of politicians treating Parliament like amateur hour. Subscribe and click the bell icon for more accountability breakdowns, and drop your thoughts below.